Can I help you?
I like chocolate milk.
Since I'm trying this new format, I have an opening question. What was your favorite cartoon on Cartoon Network? Let's go ahead and hop into this video though. I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Welcome to another episode of Animation Presentation. This time I will be reviewing the classic show, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. In this particular universe, a kid can imagine a friend and it shows up in real life. That's super trippy, if we're being honest here. Children's imaginations are very vivid, so their friends are wild sometimes. The main character's name is Mac. He had an older brother and a single mother that worked all the time. So he was lonely, unless you're counting all the times his brother was terrorizing him. So one day he thought of his imaginary friend, and boom, he appeared. The only thing is, between all those mouths to feed, his mom simply couldn't afford to have him there any longer. Riddled with the idea of having to find a place for his friend, Mac and Blue find Foster's. Mac and Blue go to Foster's and love how spacious it was and how fun it was. But there was one major problem. It isn't a place where Mac can visit Blue. When you drop a friend off, you're letting them know that you can no longer take care of it. So it needs a place to stay. So like any other foster care facility, you're eligible to get adopted. After begging and pleading with Miss Foster, she's allowed Blue not to get adopted if Mac promised one thing: to visit him every single day at 5 p.m. after school. The two were overzealous about the news, and that's dope as hell if you ask me. Alright, time for question 2. What was your favorite imaginary friend from the show? Can you tell me why? This is during the era where Cartoon Network just couldn't miss. I absolutely loved this show growing up and still do. Cartoon Network had a crazy lineup back in those days. No one was messing with them, in my honest opinion. I would give this show a solid 8 out of 10. This is a show I would rush home to watch as a kid after school. Absolutely love this show and still do. I don't see that changing anytime soon. I would highly recommend this show if you haven't seen it before. Watch it with your kids, your nieces, or your nephews, or even by yourself. And finally, the last question. What would your imaginary friend look like? What would be their abilities if they had any? And finally, what would their name be? Damn, that wasn't the last question. That was the last questions. My bad. Until next time, stay safe in this dangerous world. And don't forget to comment so we can discuss these things. See you next time. Peace.